G'day folks, Scott here. Welcome to another episode of Dominion Reviews and Playthroughs. Bit of a catch-up episode today, just going over some movies that came out either late last year or early this year that I've only just seen, clear the slate a little bit before the onslaught of big movies that comes out this year. First up is Doctor Strange. I feel a little bad that I didn't see this at the movies last year when it came out. It's the first Marvel movie I'd not gone and seen since Thor 2, and really the reason I didn't see it is I'm not a big fan of Benedict Cumberbatch at all. I don't like him. I heard really good things about the movie, and now that I've seen it, I really do regret not going to see it. I don't mean to be harsh on the guy, but I've never been that big a fan. If you want to really get an idea of why I'm not a big fan, just do yourself a favor and after this on YouTube, look up the making of the Hobbit movie where he did the motion capture for Smaug the dragon. It's pretty hilarious. It's a little over the top. He obviously wanted to follow with Andy Serkis with the whole motion capture performance thing that he did with Gollum. The funny thing is, there's footage of Peter Jackson going, "You don't have to do this. We're not going to use any of your performance. We just want your face and your voice." And he's like, no, I still want to do the performance on stage. If you want to laugh, check it out. It's hilarious. Anyway, the movie was great. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I regret not having seen it. I should just trust Marvel from this point on. They've never let me down except for the original Thor, which I wasn't a fan of. So, I wish I'd seen it. Now I have. I'll buy it. It was good. He was fine in it. He actually plays a massive douchebag for most of the movie, which is quite fitting considering my opinion of him. Also, Mads Mikkelsen was in it. He's the bad guy. He's fantastic. I loved him in Hannibal. I loved him in Rogue One as Jyn Erso's dad. He's a fantastic actor, so, he really contributed to making it a great film. Really good special effects, really well shot, really interesting ideas. Not being a comic guy, I don't know how Doctor Strange fits into the Marvel Universe and what it means for him in the future with Infinity Wars and the upcoming movies, but I'm really keen. Great movie, strongly recommend it. Next up is Arrival. Arrival's a science fiction movie that came out last year. It's got Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner in it. I'd recommend it if you're into films like Interstellar and Contact, which are more science-based or science fiction-based movies. This is about, people interacting with aliens that have come to Earth and trying to communicate with them and find out where they're here. It was good. I think I need to see it again to really have an idea of exactly what the ending of the movie meant. Obviously, I won't say so. But it was really entertaining, and I do want to see it again. Next up would be Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is a World War II movie made by Mel Gibson. It's good to see him making movies again. I like Mel Gibson's movies. He's hit and miss as an actor in movies, but I think he's a fantastic director. It stars Andrew Garfield, who I only really knew from the 2 Spider-Man reboots that they did a few years back. He was fine. I don't know how accurate this is to a true story that this is based on. If it is factual and that guy really did all this stuff, then he really is a hero and did deserve to have a movie made about him. It's a really violent World War II movie, but it's very well made. It also had Sam Worthington, who I'm not much of a fan of, but Vince Vaughn was great in it. Good movie. Really recommend it. It was great. Next up would be Passengers. That came out late last year. It's got Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence in it. It's a romantic comedy thriller kind of sci-fi movie. It was okay. It was interesting. About halfway through the movie, my wife turned to me and goes, "This is just Wall-E for grown-ups." From that point on, that was really the fundamental theme that I had going through my head for the rest of that movie, and she was bang on. If you take the plant and Earth out of the story, this movie was so Wall-E as ridiculous, just not as good. Wall-E is a fantastic movie. Passengers was okay. If you like those two, their chemistry on screen is pretty good together. It's got some interesting design elements and some interesting special effects. It was okay. Next up, Underworld Blood Wars. What a piece of shit. I don't know why I watched it. I've seen the other Underworld movies. I should have learnt my lesson by now. They're really average vampire versus werewolf movies. In their credit, I guess they've done a good job for the movies having been out such a large amount of time that Kate Beckinsale doesn't look like she's aged too much over the duration of this series. But they're trash. Terrible special effects, woeful acting. There was a lot of off-cast TV actors. I was really surprised to see some Game of Thrones people in this, especially Tywin Lannister, who surely should be able to get better jobs than this going on right now. They had that guy from Arthur who also played Damien Thorne in the Omen TV series that was called Damien that came out last year. Terrible show, an absolute insult to the Omen. He was pretty average in this as well. I really do not recommend it. It was trash. Lastly, last night I decided to watch The Ring versus The Grudge, which came out last year, Japanese-made movie. The Ring is obviously a very popular series that had multiple movies, including a shitty one that's coming out soon that I mentioned in the last episode. And then The Grudge had 2 or 3 movies, I think, and then an American remake. It had some cool scenes in it that was kind of funny, but it was very camp, very over the top. Some of the main characters were almost like straight out of an anime movie, like ridiculous. It was very silly. I don't know why I watched it, but I did. If I can save you the pain of sitting through yourself, unless you're a diehard fan of both those series, you're not missing out on much. I'd give it a miss. So that's the movies I caught up on recently. Next week I'm going to go and see Trainspotting 2, which is just called T2, I believe. Very keen. I love Trainspotting. I'm very interested to look at this. The week after that, Logan comes out, which I'm hit and miss with X-Men movies, which I'll go over when I review it. But it's been getting some really positive reviews, and I want it to be good, so I'll be seeing that. And I'll review both those movies as they come out. Failing that, there's heaps of movies coming out later this year I'm really looking forward to seeing and reviewing. So, as always, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Recommend it to friends if you think they'd get into what I've got to say. Check out my guitar videos as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.